Look, Grandpa will decide where you'll go after the divorce and what you'll do. So, it'll be really good if you keep your mouth shut. Actually, do you know what? If anybody talks so much while driving, it becomes very difficult to concentrate on the road. I I'm not fast like you are that I will cause an accident. So please keep your mouth shut.
Mr. Samresh, I heard that Sid is coming to court with Mithai in his car. Strange, this is not a case of mutual divorce. And Mr. Biswas, Mithai's lawyer, won't overlook these things. Mr. Samresh, Sid will be charged with harassment. How do I make him understand? It's a question of my reputation.
Torsha, you please talk to Siddharth. He doesn't listen to me. Please ask him to calm down and think rationally.
But uncle, I'm losing my temper after seeing Sid's recent behavior towards me. And do you know what? I think that Sid has fallen in love with Mithai. And I can't help it.
No, Torsha, this is impossible. I know my son. Firstly, he doesn't believe in love. Secondly, he can't fall in love with an illiterate girl. I think the fact that Mithai saved Sid from that fire is what he can't forget. Anyway, forget it. You'll sit right behind Siddharth. You'll take care of him, okay?
Look, Sid has arrived with his wife, Mithai.
Where's your famous Uncle Bishwas? You said that he'd be waiting outside the court?
I can't keep myself calm when I see them getting out of the same car.
Tess, control yourself.
Siddharth, why are you standing here? Go there. Can't you see that Mrs. Roy is waiting for you?
Coming, Aunt. Do you know where Mithai's lawyer, Mr. Biswas, is? I'll drop Mithai there.
I don't know, Sid.
Sid, don't you think that you are crossing the limit? Mithai will find the lawyer herself. Do you really need to help her?
Sid, please go. I will find Uncle Bishwas here. You go with Torsha, please.
Nobody told you to act smart. Why do you interfere in everything? And Tess, if I drop her at the right place, then what's the problem in that? There is still time for the session to begin. Mithai, you call your lawyer. What happened? Where's your phone? Oh no. You've left your phone again at home. I repeatedly told you to carry the phone, but you forgot.
Actually, I was supposed to come here on my bicycle. I find it difficult to handle such a big phone. Uncle is looking at us. He's getting angry. Sid, please go, please.
Hey, Mithai. I got late. I'm sorry. Uh, what are you doing here? Come with me. Come. Just a minute. Hello, madam.
Hello.
Did you hear that Nayan Tara Sanyal will judge this case?
Yes, I've heard about it.
Mithai, let's go inside. Come. Come on.
Mom, didn't he take the judge's name? Why?
That is because Nayantara Sanyal is partial towards women. She believes that men are responsible for all divorce cases. Sid, be very careful about what you say. You must follow my instructions.
Aunt, was it important to take the matter to the court?
You shouldn't have married Mithai in the heat of the moment on your grandpa's insistence. Now you have to go through this to get out of this mess. Mrs. Roy, let's go to your chamber.
Come on, Mithai. I will give you a treat of thick, creamy milk tea, which is served here. Hey, serve 2 cups of creamy tea.
Yes, sir.
Quick.
Grandfather's grandson is in trouble. Oh Lord, I hope he doesn't get angry. Please.
Mithai, this is special creamy tea from our court premises. Enjoy it.
Excuse me, sir. I can't stop myself from saying this. You eat sweets daily, and now you're drinking sweet milk tea. Mithai, you won't drink the tea made in that dirty vessel. The entire family will make a fuss if you fall sick.
Relax, Tess. Relax.
Hey, boy. Stop. What kind of behavior is this? At one time, you want to divorce Mithai, but at the same time, you're worried about what she eats and what she does not. What's the matter? Tell me. Tell me.
Excuse me, sir. Please watch what you're eating.
Sid, let's go from here. Have you gone mad? Come with me.
Mithai, you actually did not tell me everything. Gradually, the truth is unfolding. That girl, Revati Roy's daughter, she is the root cause of your problems. Wait. Now I will teach him a lesson.
No, Uncle Bishwas. Grandfather's grandson is a very nice person. He is concerned about me. He worries about me a lot. The thing is, am I worthy of grandfather's grandson? No, I'm not. Uncle Bishwas, I request you that don't ask him much questions, please.
Mithai, this is court, a different place. And I will tell you one thing, the kind of woman that she is, if I don't ask him questions, she will overpower us. She will make several allegations against you. You don't worry, I'll handle everything. But I'll make sure, if the divorce takes place, all the support which you will need, I will see all that stuff.
I want to tell you one thing, that I don't like what's happening. You must have stopped Somu when they filed the case. I don't understand anything. The matter is completely out of your control now.
Sushma, I told you that I am playing a bet. See, Sushma, it's true that Mithai can't be in a fake marital relationship for life.
Sid's heart would have changed if they had stayed together. It's gradually happening. Your weird plans have messed up everything.
Sushma, you don't understand my point of view. Siddharth is not like you or me. It's not easy to change his mind. What has changed? He doesn't understand what marriage signifies. His behavior with Mithai has become better, and he has even started talking to his siblings. What other changes have taken place?
Oh, do you think he'll change if the divorce takes place?
Mom,
Oh.
what are you doing? What's the use of this discussion? What was destined has happened. Dad, we are getting late. We have to leave now. I don't know what Mithai is doing.
Don't worry, Sushma. Please don't worry. I have faith in Mr. Bishwas. I'm sure he won't let anything happen to Mithai.
If the marriage falls apart, I don't know what Mithai will gain out of this.
See, Sushma, don't get emotional. You have faith in your Lord. Go and pray to him. Go.
Bye,
Oh
Mom.
Lord, have mercy.
What are you doing? Why are you so restless? Why don't you sit quietly?
Maintain silence in the court.
Sorry, ma'am. What are you doing, Sid?
Yes, Mrs. Roy. Please start.
Thank you, ma'am. My client, Mr. Siddharth Modak, is a respectable, educated, smart young man. He was forced to marry this girl named Mithai Das. This marriage has ruined my client's career and life. That is why he wants to get a divorce from Mithai Das. I request the Honorable Court to grant their divorce at the earliest. That's all.
What is aunt saying? No one forced me.
Your Honor, my client Mithai Das or her family members did not force Siddharth Modak to marry her or anything like that. On the contrary, this guy Siddharth Modak forcefully took Mithai Das to the wedding aisle and married her. And I have all the necessary evidences to prove my statement. If the court wants, I can produce it. Hence, I would request the Honorable Court to give justice to my client Mithai Das. That's all, Your Honor.
This marriage didn't take place long ago. Mrs. Roy, please produce the evidence to the court to support your allegations.
Yes, ma'am. Somdev Modak is my first witness.
Somdev Modak, please come forward.
Somdev Modak, what's your relationship with the Modak family?
Siddharth's mom adopted me. I'm their adopted son. So I'm Siddharth's elder brother.
Was your marriage fixed with Mithai Das?
Yes,
Why did you go away on the wedding day?
that's because I felt that I was being married to a girl like Mithai as I was adopted. I couldn't accept that.
What do you mean by that? What kind of girl is she?
She appears to be a very nice girl. But I always thought that a person can't be so nice. A girl who came to sell sweets is just not Siddharth's wife today, but also a part of family business of Modaks. Mithai is making new sweets. She operates the entire base kitchen of the Modaks. Do you think sudden success is normal? I don't know, I may be wrong, but this is what I feel. So I did not wanted to marry her.
Point to be noted, Your Honor. Somdev Modak didn't want to marry Mithai because he felt that Mithai Das was not as nice as she appears to be, and that's not the case.
Grandpa, we didn't know that Shom was harboring such thoughts.
No, Rajiv. Aunt Revati has taught Som to say these things in front of the judge. Or else, why would Som say such things about Mithai?
Maybe, Shri.
But Dad, Shom must have had thought something similar, because of which he left without getting married.
Order, order, order! Maintain silence in the court. Carry on, Mrs. Roy.
That's all, Your Honor. You may take your seat now.
Thank you.
I seek your permission to call my next witness, that is Mr. Samresh Modak, aka Siddharth Modak's father.
Granted.
Rajiv, this is going to get dirty from here. I shouldn't have come.
Dad, we have come here only for Mithai. Please.
Mr. Samresh, what was your reaction to your son's marriage with Mithai Das? Can you explain?
I couldn't accept this marriage to date. All of you can see my son. Is it possible that an educated boy like him will marry an illiterate sweet seller like Mithai Das? That day, Mithai Das's mother and uncle emotionally blackmailed my dad, and he fell very sick. And Siddharth, he loves his grandfather blindly. So he was forced to marry Mithai Das. My son's life is getting ruined.
This is so not.
I know, Sid. I know. You will also get a chance to speak. This is not acceptable at all. This is so not done. Mr. Samresh, I can understand your state of mind. Mr. Samresh, please go back to your seat.
Sid, why are you speaking out of turn? Why don't you sit quietly? Mom is speaking in your favor.
I would like to tell Your Honor that bright young people like Siddharth, who's the future of our country, shouldn't be forced to give in due to circumstantial pressure. Please look into it. What other option did Siddharth have? Could he let his grandfather die? Mithai's family repeatedly complained to Siddheshwar Modak that Siddharth is ruining Mithai Das's life.
No, ma'am. My mother and uncle didn't say anything that day. They didn't say anything. Grandfather is present here. All of you can ask him.
Mithai, please sit down now. We will definitely speak when our turn comes. I am with you, all right? Sit down. Sorry, Your Honor. I deeply apologize to the Honorable Court on behalf of my client.
Proceed, Mrs. Roy.
Yes, ma'am.
Grandpa, the Lord has started doing his job. Look, look. Don't worry.